Take a left on the next block, East 4th Street. So it gets over to the left lane. Nice. It's getting into the bicycle lane here. Okay, so I took over even though I didn't have to, because it still has this tendency to want to go the opposite. It jerks the wheel to the opposite direction of the turn you're making. I'm not sure why it does that. Okay, so we're in FSD version 10.8. And I'm going to nudge it forward. This person just opened his door. Sure why that did that. There's some garbage cans here on the side. Actually is able to visualize them. Okay, we just want to go straight here. Again, going very slow. It's going to stop because of good. Very good. That's a new visualization, the garbage bags on the street. Doesn't visualize the, or it doesn't show on the visualization the construction barriers, but it does recognize them as avoidance structures. Okay, we've got 3 or 4 objects here to avoid. And then it stops all of a sudden because a bicyclist appeared that it might go in front of us. There is a taxi behind me. Okay, it missed that. It has no choice but to go over this bike lane. So, very nice. Okay. Now we're going to go up First Avenue to just straight up First Avenue. Try to keep it simple here. Straight beeline from the East Village to the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Okay, so it did change lanes twice to go into the leftmost lane. I'm not sure why, because we are going straight up First Avenue. There's Bellevue Hospital, NYU Medical Center, as we approach Midtown East. But I do think this version has made the, it was very, very sensitive to where your eyes were. So if you were looking at the screen for more than maybe 10 seconds or 5 to 10 seconds, okay, it's stopping here for some reason, it would actually nag you to you know, pay attention to the road, which, you know, if you're looking for a radio station or something, it could lead to a strike against you, so you have to be careful. But I think this version is a little less sensitive to your eye position, or at least to the time that your eyes are perhaps looking at the screen or navigation. Of course, when you're on FSD beta, your eyes should always be on the road, hands on the wheel. Obviously, this is just a beta. Okay, let's see what it does here at the UN Plaza, whether it goes through the tunnel. It should go a little faster. There we go. Okay. Now it's changing lanes when it shouldn't, because it's a solid white line. Now it's slowing down for some reason. No reason why it's stopping to 12 miles an hour. Changing lanes again. Of course, this lane ends now, so okay, it's going a little too fast here. Now too slow. Okay, now this car's going to want to get in my lane. I had to take over there just in case that car, this car, but probably would have made it. Not worth taking the chance. It does disengage much more easily when you're on this FSD beta. You need much less torque to disengage. This person in and avoids that car. So that was a little tight. I would have probably slowed down there because I wasn't sure what the car on my left was going to do. Not quite as good at gauging the level of uncertainty in any given situation. You can overreact if there's a pedestrian off the curb, and underreact somewhat in a situation like that. Changing lanes. was when it just changed a lane. So now we're going to be behind a parked car. I can tell because it's got its hazards on, but the FSD doesn't see the hazards, so it's either going to stay right behind it and not move, or maybe it'll go now that we have a clear path to our right. Oh, now the car's moving. I'm going to make it go to the right lane here. So I just put the blinker on myself there to get it into this lane. But yeah, it doesn't see hazards, so for the myriad of times that cars are double parked with their hazards on, it just doesn't know what to do with that. So it does visualize the tail lights, and if it could visualize the blinking hazards, that would be very useful to know the intention of a car that stopped. Okay, so we'll go across the park on 79th Street. So it's getting into the left lane. A little hesitant there. I had to disengage there because it was set to take this left. I was about to do it, but then it started going back in the other lane. Let's see how it handles this left turn. So I think that was my third disengagement. Okay. This is a two-way street. Let's see how it... Alright, well, I don't know that I was disengaged accidentally. Just if you just keep your hand on the wheel and it makes a jerky motion, it will disengage. Okay, it goes around this construction nicely. And now it's going into the left lane only. So it does visualize the arrow there, but it doesn't visualize the word only off the street. So just in an effort to go around this car, it went into the wrong lane. So there's doesn't seem to be a mechanism for it to know that a lane is yeah, and here we go again. Okay, and I'm just going to give it a nudge. Some construction up here, so we'll have to get over to the left quickly. Okay. I took over because it was doing it too slowly for the car behind me. not in the lane here, so we got to get over to the left. Good. And we'll take the next left. So that's 10.8. It seems a little more confident than 10.5. A little smoother. It's not something I would use in the city if I wasn't testing it out. Okay, that was good. Anyway, everyone, have a good night, and I'll catch you at the next release. Take care.